Hello friends, so today we are going to learn about the second cycle given in our syllabus, which is phosphorus cycle. So in last video lecture we had completed the carbon cycle and its importance, and now we will talk about the very small question, and this question is the phosphorus cycle. Okay, now we will go to the easy language notes. Phosphorus cycle, it is also question of the 2 marks. First point, phosphorus is found in different type of region, like it is present in the biological membrane. You know that the plasma membrane having the phospholipids. Okay, so in the composition of plasma membrane, phosphorus is present. Second one, in nucleic acids. So you know that the nucleic acids are also present inside the nucleus of the living organism. So in nucleic acid, phosphorus is also there, because you know that the DNA and RNA monomer will be nucleotide, and nucleotide is made up of pentose sugar, nitrogen base and phosphate group. As phosphate group, H3PO4 is there, means phosphorus is also present in the nucleic acid. Third one, see, cellular energy transfer system. You know that the currency of our body or our cell is the ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Okay, see here, in this molecule 3 molecule of phosphorus is present, and in animals phosphorus is also found in shells, bones as well as teeth. So first point is very important. Phosphorus is found in biological membranes, nucleic acids, cellular energy transfer system and cells, bones or teeth of the animals. Point number 2, the natural reservoir of phosphorus is rock. Underline, the natural reservoir of phosphorus is rock. That's why phosphorus is not one type of gaseous nutrient cycle, but it is one type of sedimentary nutrient cycle. Okay, which contains phosphorus in the form of phosphate ion. So phosphorus is present in the rocks in the form of blank. Answer will be the phosphate ion. Point number 3, when the rocks are weathered, minute amount, means very little amount of this phosphate dissolve in the soil solution and are absorbed by the root of plants, means producers. Okay, see how there is the entry of phosphorus in the ecosystem. When the rocks are weathered, small amount of phosphate dissolve in the water present in soil, and from this water which is present in soil, this water will be absorbed by the roots of plants, means producer. So there is a entry of phosphorus in a particular ecosystem. Okay, now see, you know that the herbivores and other animals are dependent directly or indirectly upon plants. So herbivores and other animals obtain this element from the plants. So now phosphorus will go to the producers as well as decomposers. Point number 5, the waste product and the dead organisms are decomposed. See again, the waste product and the dead organisms are decomposed by phosphate solubilizing bacteria which release the phosphorus. So underline the one word, phosphate solubilizing bacteria. It is important question of 1 mark. What is the function of phosphate solubilizing bacteria? The waste product and the dead organisms are decomposed by phosphate solubilizing bacteria. It is important to note that there is no respiratory release of phosphorus into atmosphere like CO2. You know that the carbon will be released into atmosphere by the respiration done by producer, consumer and decomposer. Here there is no exit point of phosphorus here there is no exit point of phosphorus like the carbon. So point number 5 is about the exit of phosphorus with the help of phosphate solubilizing bacteria, and how the entry of phosphorus will be absorbed by the roots of plants. So again we will revise these points. First point, phosphorus is found in biological membrane, nucleic acid, cellular energy transfer system and cell bone teeth of animals. Then natural reservoir of phosphorus is rock, which having phosphorus in the form of phosphate ion, and now this phosphate ion will dissolve in the soil solution, will be absorbed by the plants. Okay, plants means one type of decomposers. From decomposers it will go to the next level, and then the waste product and the dead organisms are decomposed by the phosphosolubilizing bacteria, and this bacteria will release phosphorus. So entry of phosphorus will be in the plants by the absorbing the phosphorus containing water, and exit will be the bacteria. Okay, and now see, the last concept is very important. There are two differences between carbon cycle and phosphorus cycle. Okay, let us see. So first thing is that you know that the carbon cycle is one type of gaseous cycle and phosphorus cycle is one type of sedimentary cycle. You will remember this in your mind. Now see, first point, atmospheric inputs of phosphorus through rainfall are much smaller than carbon input. Means entry of phosphorus is minimum compared to entry of the carbon. See, entry of carbon is possible with the help of photosynthesis, which is one type of continuous process. Okay, and here you know that the entry of phosphorus is also possible with the help of water. So first point is about like that, entry of phosphorus is very little, means minimum compared to entry of the carbon dioxide. Point number 2, gaseous exchange of phosphorus between organism and environment is negotiable, means we can neglect. Okay, it means there is no exchange of phosphorus between organism and environment like carbon. So you will remember two differences. First point is what? First point is entry of carbon is maximum while entry of phosphorus is minimum. Point number 2, gaseous exchange of carbon is possible between what and what? Between organism and environment, while gaseous entry of phosphorus is not possible between organism and environment. Okay, now see, in your textbook, phosphorus is a major constituent of biological membrane, underline nucleic acid, and cellular energy transfer system. Many animals also need large quantities of elements like phosphorus to make cells, bones and teeth. The natural reservoir of phosphorus is rock, underline this word, which contains the phosphorus in the form of phosphate ions. So phosphorus is present in the form of phosphate ion. Next point, when rocks are weathered, minute amount of this phosphate dissolve in soil solution and will be absorbed by the roots of plants. Okay, now see, herbivores and other animals obtain these elements from plants. The waste product and the dead organisms are decomposed by underline phosphate solubilizing bacteria, and which will release the phosphorus. Unlike carbon cycle, there is no respiratory release of the phosphorus into atmosphere. So two differences are there. First one is what? The input of carbon is maximum, input of phosphorus is minimum. And second one is what? The gaseous exchange of phosphorus is none, like carbon, or unlike carbon. So now see, there is a one diagram. We can say that rock minerals and then process of weathering and in soil solution. Okay, so now we have a soil which having water and phosphorus is dissolved in this water. So see the way one uptake runoff. So this water will be absorbed by the producers. From producer it will go to the consumer to the detritus, and then again decomposition and will go to the again in the soil. So it is a one paragraph about the phosphorus. Okay, so now here the question of phosphorus cycle is completed. But see, you will remember this question for the one liner. Okay, the whole question is of 2 marks, but so many one liner questions are there. Like see, point number 1 is important, point number 2 words important, rock and phosphate. Okay, and now see the point number 6, there is no respiratory release of phosphorus into atmosphere, and last two differences between carbon cycle and phosphorus cycle, both are important. And it is also possible to ask the question like this: write differences between carbon cycle and phosphorus cycle for the 3 or 2 marks. Okay, so this question of phosphorus cycle is completed. Thank you very much.